When I first met Ronnie, she could only understand some intermediate level content.
관광버스 추락, 안전벨트로 승객 전원 목숨 건져. So what does it mean by this?
I know 저번 it has to do with people.
Oh, yes. Here, you can understand 전원.
Yes.
What about 관광버스?
It's like a tourist bus.
Oh, yes, that's good. 추락.
That one I don't understand, but in my mind, I think it has to do with 사고.
Oh, that's good. Something unfortunate, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. 안전벨트, you got it, right? 승객 전원, that means everyone who are in the bus. What about 목숨 건져?
I couldn't figure that one out, but by the sentence, it could be like they got hurt.
But after 2 months in the Fast Korean program, she was able to interpret Korean content freely.
Can you read this Korean?
Yes. 계단으로 다니기, 하루 30분 운동하기, 우리 몸을 위해 실천하세요.
Yes, what does it mean?
It means that you should use the stairs and do exercise at least 30 minutes a day, and that your body will thank you for doing that, and that it's good for your body.
What about this?
That one says, 공정장 내에서는 사진 촬영을 금지합니다. 휴대전화는 정원을 긋거나 진동으로 해주십시오. The first sentence means you cannot take pictures on the venue, and the second one says to please turn off your cell phone or have it like on vibration.
안녕하세요, 터미입니다. This time I have invited Ronnie, one of my Fast Korean course students. I will briefly introduce Ronnie. She is Mexican and currently living in Mexico City, and she is 27 years old. To summarize her achievements, Ronnie proudly reached the TOPIK level 5. When we first met on July 28th, she took a TOPIK mock test. At that time, her scores were listening 70, reading 72 for a total of 142 points. So this is the level 4-ish. However, after the 2 months of intense program, she scored listening 82, reading 78 for a total of 160 points. Good job! Now, let's hear in detail how Ronnie achieved these results. Ronnie, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 그럼 간단한 자기소개를 한국어로 부탁드립니다.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 멕시코시티에 거주 중인 프리랜서 일러스트레이터 런이고요. 반갑습니다. 터미 선생님 영상을 촬영 초대해 주셔서 감사합니다.
네, 진심으로 저야말로 감사드립니다. Then now I will talk in English. So, what's made you decide to learn Korean?
I initially started learning Korean because I became interested in K-pop. And usually when you're a fan who doesn't speak the language, whenever the group you like posts content online, such as videos or interactions on SNS, you will have to wait a day or two for it to be fully translated. However, I didn't like missing out on that, so I thought it would be a good idea to start learning the language. But as I did, I got more immersed and informed about the culture, the history, and learning all those things made me appreciate even more the language.
Okay, so it seems like you are really fan of K-pop music. And who are you like the most?
I like Kai from EXO. I also like Seomi, who is a soloist, and I like NCT. However, nowadays, I don't listen to K-pop that much often anymore, and I have become more interested into Korean illustrations and animation.
Oh, what kind of Korean animation?
I've saw there's a game I really like. It's called Cookie Kingdom, and it's really cute. I really like the design. That's why I became interested. I also like, there's this studio called Studio Pivote that featured animation from aespa and all other kinds of K-pop artists that I really like.
Okay, so now like not only enjoying K-pop, but also you are enjoying Korean art and Korean games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very impressive. So before taking my Fast Korean course, what was your Korean level?
I would say my level was more of an intermediate. I was in TOPIK level, I would say level 3.
So what struggles did you have at the time?
At that time, I was still studying by myself. I would watch videos about grammar on YouTube and listen to podcasts. And even though I was still learning and studying daily, I couldn't see much of a progress because I had no one to practice with. So I could never tell if I was making a mistake or if the things I was learning would be useful for my TOPIK exam or like useful in daily life. I personally think one of the main struggles people who study by themselves are we don't have discipline or guidance, and we also fail to have a structured plan. And the amount of information that is out nowadays is a lot, so it can become overwhelming because you don't know where to begin.
Yes, that's right. So are you interested in TOPIK from the beginning?
Yes, I was interested in taking TOPIK from the beginning, but I could never figure out what to study or what books to read because there are a lot of things to study from.
Why are you interested in TOPIK? Did you want to study abroad?
Yes. Well, there are many reasons. First, I wanted to study abroad. I wanted to study animation, but now that I'm kind of older, I kind of think it would be great to apply to not only learn people. I would like to talk to people abroad, but also hopefully travel and also work there as an illustrator or maybe as a translator. I would like to do that.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking about career in Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why did you decide to take the Fast Korean course?
I've been watching your videos for a while and I know you have an experience in TOPIK test. I also like that your videos are very clear when you explain things, and when you gave us this opportunity to take your course, I decided to take it because I knew with you I would be able to achieve the level I wanted.
So usually I recommend my students study 3 to 2 hours, and I think you have studied this much during this 2 months. And was it difficult for you?
I would say it wasn't difficult because I already had like the experience of studying by myself. However, it was difficult to study for long periods of time because I was only used to studying for like an hour or maybe 2. But this time I studied sometimes for 3 or 4 hours. It was kind of difficult in that sense, but otherwise everything else was easier.
Okay. So after enrolling, how many months did you take to see results, and what kind of results did you achieve?
I wouldn't say it took months. It took me about 3 weeks to see results. I wasn't the type of person who would study vocabulary every day. So as time went by, I was impressed to see the amount of words I could remember so effortlessly. That's when I could see bigger improvement, especially when you told me to do mock-up TOPIK test. And I could see that it was way easier to do it and my results were like better.
So the mock test became easier for you?
Yeah, when I first did it, it was very overwhelming and I was always running out of time. But after the course, I was able to even have like a few minutes to spare and to do it like quickly but efficiently.
2 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
Wow. So you finished reading all the contents like number 1 to 50.
Yeah.
Listening, you don't have that kind of thing, right? So for reading.
Yeah, I could also tell that I didn't need to listen it twice. Just one time it would be enough for me to answer. So it would help me to read the other question while the other audio was playing still.
And also you said you can memorize a lot of vocabulary effortlessly, but I think it needs a lot of effort to memorize a lot of vocabulary. So what does it mean by that?
It means that by repetition, it can be overwhelming to study more than 40 words a day. But I think if you are disciplined and you do it every day and you keep remembering them, it becomes easier. And also with your help, it was way easier to see the synonyms and differences between words. So I could remember, I asked teacher Tammy about these words, so I remember it means this.
What's made the difference in your progress, and what aspects of my coaching service did you find most helpful?
I think the biggest difference I experienced is that I didn't feel as lost or as overwhelmed when studying because I already knew what things I had to study and what words I had to study. And what I loved about this course is that it's structured like very well. I love that the material is given that is very easy to use, to memorize, and also very easy to remember. What I found the most helpful was the progress sheet. With that, I was able to record my progress. And even though I would say, I used to study like like an hour or like 3 hours and didn't think it would be as much. At the last day on Sunday, I would say, oh, I really did study a lot. So I could see like the results and feel so proud of myself and of my effort. And I also like that we could reach out to you whenever we had a question regarding grammar or vocabulary, because usually when studying, you would come across synonyms and you could never really tell if you could use them in the same context. So being able to ask you if that could be the case, it was really useful and it was really helpful. Thank you.
So if you haven't taken the fast Korean coaching course, what do you think you would be doing now?
I think I would be lost. I mean, I would still be studying Korean by myself, but I wouldn't have an idea of what material I should study or what things are useful and I can see in topic test. I would still be studying Korean, but I wouldn't be able to see much of a progress because of that.
What's your future plans for learning Korean?
There are so many plans when it comes to the Korean language journey. I think for me, it's just starting. Even though I've been speaking Korean for a while, I think like my journey is just beginning. I plan on expanding my vocabulary by watching the news and also reading the newspaper. I want to dive more into the art world outside of the K-pop thing. So focus on more on the art side. So I could talk also to artists and to interact with them. And also one of my main goals is to take the TOPIK test in April and to finally pass it with a good grade. And I also would like to become fluent in Korean as I am in English. That is my second language.
So you said next April you decide to take TOPIK, but have you ever taken TOPIK before?
Yeah, I actually took the TOPIK test 3 times and they were all under different circumstances. The first time I did it, I didn't study at all. I didn't have an idea of what the TOPIK test was, so I obviously failed it. The second time, I did study by myself, but I didn't pass it because I didn't study enough. And the third time, I got a cold, so I was very sick at the time I took it. I also failed it because of it.
So all 3 of them are TOPIK 2?
Yeah.
So you tried 3 times.
Yeah.
Now you already have the score to get at least 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, I'm very hopeful that I will pass it this time.
So can you give the message to the viewers?
If you're planning to take the TOPIK test, it could be like TOPIK 1 or 2. I would definitely recommend taking this course because you have all the material you need to pass the test actually. Or even if you're new to the Korean language and you're starting, you could learn so much from teacher Tammy. So I recommend reaching out to her. She's seriously the most dedicated teacher I ever met. Her teaching methods are truly outstanding and I feel so lucky to have had the opportunity to be one of her students. So thank you so much for everything.
Oh yes, thank you so much. Finally, I have a quick announcement. The Korean coaching course Ronnie joined is offered intermittently through my newsletter. This time I prepared a super special gift for those who register my newsletter subscription.
And it's completely free! I know you love this! First, you'll get a complete slide set covering beginner Korean lessons 1 through 50. The total number of pages is 1840. Now you can watch my videos and review them through my textbook. Secondly, you receive a set of elementary level printable worksheets covering units 9 to 27, designed to help you thoroughly review and master the material. This set includes 108 pages. In addition, I'll provide another collection of elementary level worksheets for units 28 to 50, totaling 158 pages. Last but not least, you'll get a complete slide set covering intermediate Korean lessons 1 through 66.
So if you are interested, please be sure to sign up through the link in the description box below this video. So for today's Korean Coaching Achievement Report, I have Ronnie join me. And thank you very much for being here today. And
Thank you, teacher.
Yeah, so let's meet again in the next video. 한국어!
Fighting, fighting, fighting.